So I put this poll on YouTube, our YouTube channel, the 80s and 90s overlooked. You can have polls on it. Remember how we used to do polls on Twitter?
Yeah.
And then we ditched Twitter but they have polls on YouTube. And I put this one out there and it got a pretty good response. So it's choose your favorite 1983 James Bond film. You remember we had the two James
Oh
Bond
yeah. Bond
films
versus Bond. Yeah.
in the same year had two different James Bond films. So what are
hmm
your predictions between Never Say Never Again and Octopussy?
I think Never Say Never Again is going to win it. I think people really like Connery's Bond, and people view that as a more interesting performance because it's, him being old Bond. So that's the one I think.
So not according to our YouTube community.
Wow.
Octopussy took it 59% to Never Say Never Again's 41%. So it's
Wow.
kind of close, but it's like a 60-40 split in favor of Octopussy.
That's a good split. Well, if I do remember, I did personally voted for the Octopussy on that one. So
Yeah.
our audience is like me and right.
Yeah, that's there you have it. There you have it, everyone. If you're one of the 41% who voted for Never Say Never Again, you're wrong according to Milo. So maybe you should go change your vote because you're
Yeah,
incorrect.
there you go. Now you know. Now you know who's the better Bond. The problem is those series. If you would have gone any of Connery's previous Bond movies, then it would have been
Because
Connery,
we don't know where else to put. At least I don't know where else to put polls. So yeah.
which is why people should subscribe to our YouTube channel.
hmm The 80s and 90s overlooked. You can see a lot of reviews about
Overlooked movies.
overlooked films from the 80s and 90s, and a lot of article reads that I do. And Milo puts some cool video editing to it. Outtakes from this podcast that you might not see anywhere else.
hmm
Just saying.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to be.